What's happening, guys? Jason here. If you daily drive an automobile, chances are it looks something like this. This is a shapeless toaster oven with one purpose. It goes from A to B reliably with good gas mileage. But to a car guy, this is torture. Car guys like cool. Now, cool comes in many flavors. But does cool come at a price? Can you daily drive a 40-year-old automobile and do it reliably? Well, that's the question I've got for you, and that's our challenge for today. We're going to see if we can daily drive a classic car for a month straight. And during this challenge, we will be tracking comfort, reliability, miles per gallon, and of course, people's comments. But what are the rules? Rules are simple. I have to daily drive a classic car. I'm allowed to make repairs, but if I have to drive something else, either due to a breakdown or due to safety reasons, I'll lose the challenge. Now, what's my punishment? Well, if I lose this challenge, I have to drive this toaster oven for a month. Oh boy. And since I have 5 different classic cars that meet this criteria, I'm going to let a randomizer choose my fate. So let's take a look at the contenders. So our first contender is our 1957 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. It's got a 365 V8 engine with a factory 4-speed transmission. It's as bone stock as they get, right down to the factory points ignition and vacuum windshield wipers. The wipers don't exactly work. It leaks a lot of oil, and there's a gap about this big in between both of my doors. Rain might be a problem. Second up is my 1964 Ford Thunderbird. This car comes with a 390 big block, a Summit M2008 carburetor, a C6 3-speed automatic transmission. It has 4-wheel drum brakes that are actually quite good. It's pretty nice inside and out. It has heat and air conditioning. It's a really good daily driver. Except for the fact that the gas gauge works when it wants to. And the gas mileage is in single digits. That could be a problem. Next up is my 1969 Buick LeSabre convertible. Has a 350 engine, a Summit M2008 carburetor, a Turbo 400 automatic transmission. It has the sketchiest brakes you will ever see in your life. They're 4-wheel drum and they're quite mushy. Beyond that, it's a pretty good car. I drive it quite often. Our fourth contender is my 1970 Buick GS. It comes with a 350 engine, a Summit M2008 carburetor, drum disc brakes, factory point style ignition, no heat, no air conditioner because the blower motor is out on it. But it does have windshield wipers, and it does have a functioning 8-track player, so it's got that going for it. Our final option is the newest, a 1984 Buick Park Avenue. It's been in my family since 1986. It was just rebuilt by yours truly. It has a Quadrajet carburetor, a TH200 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission, disc brakes all around. It's incredibly comfortable. It has heat and air conditioning. This is probably the most reliable car I've got. But it does have one problem that I've been chasing since I rebuilt it. It tends to break belts, and I have no idea why. That might pose a problem. So originally speaking, I was going to do an online randomizer here. It's going to be a Wheel of Fortune wheel, and I was going to have the clown music in the background, Yeah, no, that didn't work because my capture software only works on video games, doesn't work on desktop, and technically I could put the camera up there, but that always looks janky and everything. So we're going old school. We've got names in a hat. So we're going to go ahead and give these a nice little mix in here. I have no idea what I'm dragging out, but and what do we got here? We have LeSabre. So I wound up with Sally, my 1969 Buick LeSabre, and there are worse options than that. So Sally is fairly reliable. I've driven her on and off, usually throughout the spring for quite a few years now. She's got real problems with the brakes. I've been trying to fix it for a long time, and I'm just down to the point that I think it's honestly just the car itself that's the problem. The brakes are just crappy from the factory. The only other thing I can do at this point on it is I might be able to change out the master cylinder, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It does have a bit of a problem right now with misfiring, and it does have a monster antifreeze leak that's coming from the intake. But it's nothing that I don't think will leave me stranded. So I think I got a pretty good chance of success here. So it's March 15th right now. So we're going to be driving this thing clear into April 15th. And I'll be filming inside the car. Wherever I go, that's the car I'll take. Rain or shine, heat or cold. That's my option. I do have heat in her, but I don't have air because she's a convertible and I've never bothered. I might have to. We'll find out. So hang with me and we'll see what happens.